MTG and me, this is Charles, and this week we're taking a quick look at the Tezzeret Cruel Machinist Planeswalker deck from Core Set 19. Alright, let's go. If you want to know more information in general about these Planeswalker decks, check out my video on the Ajani Planeswalker deck from Core Set 19, where I delve into the differences between these and previous Planeswalker decks. So we start off with the Planeswalker card itself, Tezzeret Cruel Machinist. If it wasn't clear from the fact that Tezzeret is the face card of the deck, it's pretty clear from his mechanics that the theme of the deck is artifact based, as his zero ability causes a target artifact to become a 5/5 creature until your next turn. Also the -7 lets you basically dump your hand into 5/5 creatures. Pretty interesting stuff. So we get our Planeswalker deck box, the deck itself, one booster pack, quick reference card, information insert. Provides a brief overview of the deck and introduces you some terms that you might want to know, for example, Flying Menace, converted mana cost. Pretty basic stuff, doesn't apply to most players. Let's take a look at the deck. Alright, for the non-Planeswalker deck specific rares, we've got a copy of One with the Machine and a copy of the intro deck rare, which you'll also see in the deck builder's toolkit, Riddlemaster Sphinx. Then we've got a copy of Divination, 3 Dwindles as a removal in the deck, an Exclusion Mage for some tempo, 2 Gearsmith's Prodigies, synergize well with the artifacts, Scholar of Stars, same thing. You're able to draw a card off an artifact played. Skilled Animator, which does a similar effect to Tezzeret Cruel Machinist, and that it makes an artifact a 5/5 for as long as it's on the deck, on the battlefield. A couple of Snapping Drakes for some evasion, an Uncomfortable Chill. This is, you know, kind of an aggro hoser card. It also draws you a card. 2 Artifact Field Creepers. A couple of larger artifact creatures, Gearsmith Guardians, that become 5/5s if you control a blue creature. A Manalith, which I guess in this deck serves as mana ramp and also as a target for animation as a 5/5. A couple of Meteor Golems, and 2 Skysmith Scanners, which draw you some cards. So in the Planeswalker deck specific cards, we actually see a reprint of a previous Planeswalker deck card, 4 copies of Pendulum of Patterns. Now again, this serves a little bit as a counter aggro strategy because as it hits the battlefield you gain 3 life. You can also use it, if necessary, to draw a card by sacrificing it. Then in the uncommon slot we have 3 copies of Tezzeret's Strider. This is where the mention of Menace comes in the little info sheet. As long as you control a Tezzeret Planeswalker, Tezzeret's Strider has Menace. So it's a 3/1 for 3, meh. But if you give it Menace, pretty good, and if you animate it as a 5/5 with Menace. So in the rare slot, we've got 2 copies of Tezzeret's Gatebreaker. It's a 4 mana artifact that lets you look at the top 5 cards of your library, revealing a blue card and putting it in your hand. It also allows you to spend 6 mana, tap and sacrifice it to cause creatures you control to be unblockable. So this should combo theoretically well with Tezzeret's Cruel Machinist if you're able to somehow ultimate it. And you dump the rest of your hand down, you can make them all unblockable the next turn for the win. And then, as we talked about, Tezzeret Cruel Machinist, the Mythic. Let's see what we get in our booster pack. Scholar of Stars, we could add that to the deck, improve it a little bit. Rock's Oracle, Daybreak Chaplain, Child of Night, Angel of Dawn, a bomb, not in this deck. Fiashino Pyromancer, yeah. Salvager of Secrets, maybe. Root Snare, an Abnormal Endurance, a Boggart's Brute, an Aegis of the Heavens. There's a 3rd Meteor Golem. We got a Diagraph Cool, and sweet. This is probably better than the Planeswalker deck, for me at least. We got a copy of Sarkhan Fireblood, mythic Planeswalker from the set. Awesome. A Swamp and a Zombie. Alright, that's our look at the Tezzeret Cruel Machinist Planeswalker deck from Core Set 19. As always, thanks for watching.